record. And now, okay. I am going to again share my screen with you all. All right, so that was, oh, so now, go back. All right, so. Wait, did I put them out of order? Wait a minute, I have a question. All right, so our warm up. Oh, okay. So our warm up, I want you to create a box plot. Now, I showed you what the box plot should look like. So I also, for those of you who don't remember, I gave you the rules here. So it is 10:48. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes. I'll give you 10 minutes. So you got to 10:59. A box plot. I'm showing you what it should look like. And I just listed the pieces. I want to see what you remember. Remember, this is laying the groundwork. So don't panic. Uh-oh, we lost somebody.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Okay. Are we doing this? We're supposed to be writing this down.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay. So right now I'm in a store because I also have a job. So
Oh.
I
Oh,
work
okay.
for some. I work for somebody in like healthcare. So I'm trying to
Oh,
get
okay.
her. Okay.
So you shot. Okay, that's fine. But remember, this is being taped. I mean, recorded. So you'll be able to, you can just listen to us, and then when you get a chance, you can go back and look at it, and you'll be able to see it.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So that's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. In case I need to write, let me get my life together. All right, so we first with the max and min is fine. All right, Daisy, go ahead. So we need to find the median. Don't, don't play yourself, Daisy. You find yourself outside on the step. Whatever. You heard what I said. Yeah, yeah. Put it on the slide. But boy. Not now, Daisy, not now. Hello. We are doing this warm up that we are about to talk about. So now, ladies and gentlemen. So now a box plot goes by a couple names. Well, goes by another name, which is a box and whiskers. And if we look at the picture, here is the box, and these are the whiskers. Okay? So now, it is just another way to graph data, and it gives us a 5-number summary. Okay? It gives us a 5-number summary about the data. So, first, you identify the maximum and minimum values. Well, no, excuse me. First, you put the data in order. Then you identify the max and the minimum values. Then you find the median of the entire data set. So now, in your box and whiskers, once you put the information in, the data set in order, the minimum is your left whisker, and the maximum is your right whisker. So now, at step 2, you now have 2 of the 5 numbers that will be used for your box plot. The next number you find will be the median of the data. So the middle of the data goes under the middle line of the box. Step 4, Q1 is the median of the first half of the data. So the median of the entire data set breaks the data into 2 parts. So now you are finding the middle of the first half in number 4. And then in number 5, you are finding the middle of the back half. So now, whole lot of words. Let's see what it looks like. So the first step, you should have put the data in order. 3, 5, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 18, 21. Second step, you identify the maximum and the minimum. So we found the minimum to be 3 and the maximum to be 21. The third step says find the median of the data. Well, we see that we have 9 terms. So we came in 4 on each side and we found the median to be 12. Now that we've split the data, to find Q1, you are looking at these first 4 numbers, because remember, the median has now split the data into 2 pieces. So we want to find the median of this front half of the data. But again, we have to remember, there are 4 numbers. Therefore, to find the median, we take the middle 2, add them together and divide by 2. So down the bottom shows the math to find Q1. We took 5 and 7, we added them together and divided by 2 and got 6. We did the same thing with the back half. There are 4 numbers, so we added the middle 2, 14 and 18. And we divided by 2. 14 plus 18 gave us 32. 32 divided by 2 gave us 16. So we now have the 5 numbers that we need for the box plot. And I will do something a little, oh, excuse me. I'm going to change this. I will change this. I'm going to just change the color. Good morning.
Oh, hello.
Good morning. How do?
Yes. This is Kenai again. I'm following along, but like I said, I wasn't also in by my computer. But okay, so this is on the summit.
What we are about to do, yes, is going to be on Summit. Yes.
But this right here, everybody just following along, or are they working on it?
Yeah, no, you just following up. This was the warm up.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, so I wanted to see if you all remember how to do a box plot.
Okay, I was just saying, was this something that we were doing so I could, get on it when I had the chance?
Oh yeah, no. We will, that's gonna come at the end. You will have a summit assignment that's due by Friday.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so I'm trying to color code this so you can kind of see where the numbers are coming from. Okay. All right. Oh, sorry. Blues, and then I guess we can make this a green. I'll make it a loud green. No, I don't like that. I just want to make it some color that you can see, but yet, I can make it purple. I can make it purple. All right, so you can now see where the 5 numbers go in a box plot. Okay, so Again, we put them in order first. We found the minimum, 3, the maximum, 21. Then we found the median of the data set, which was 12. Then we found Q1, which came from the first part, the first half of the data. And again, 5 and 7 sit in the middle. So in order to find the median, we have to add them together and divide by 2. And the same in the back half of the data. There are 4 numbers, 14 and 18 sit in the middle. So we add them together and divide by 2. And then those 2 numbers fit into the box plot that way. So this is the minimum. This is the median of the first half of the data. This is the median of all of the data. This is the median of the second half of the data. And this is the maximum of the data. So a box plot is a 5-number summary of the data. And then sometimes they want you to find the range between the first quartile and the third quartile, and that just tells you how the numbers spread from the middle of the front, the middle of the front and the middle of the back. So if you had to find the interquartile range, it is a range. And because these are quartiles, this is 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 3 quarter, 4 quarters. Because it's the interquartile range, you would use those 2. But we'll talk about that a little more. So here is the review of the box plot. And again, it's a box plot or a box and whiskers, depending on where you are. Middle schoolers usually call it box and whiskers. High schoolers, college, they call it a box plot. So a box and whiskers plot, also called a box plot, shows the 5-number summary of a set of data. The minimum, the lower quartile, the median, the upper quartile, and the maximum. Okay, and again, I just listed how you would go about finding or creating a box plot from data. Again, put the data in numerical order, identify the maximum and minimum values, find the median of the entire data set. Then you find Q1, which is the lower quartile, and that's the median of the first half of the data. And then you find quartile 3, which is the upper quartile or the top part of the data, the second half of the data. You also find the median. And then this is the construct. Okay? Make sense? And again, you might want to add the generic box plot to your notes. And if you have access to them, you might also want to highlight them or underline them so that you can, identify the step to the answer in the box plot. So if you highlight number 2 or underline number 2 in blue, then in your notes, you should have minimum and maximum blue. Then if you go to the median and make that orange on your generic plot, make it orange. So again, you not only have the words, but you also have a visual. Okay? And again, you see there, they put the interquartile range, and that just, again, tells the range, the spread of the middle of the first half of the data to the middle of the second half of the data. Dang, it's 11:08 already. And the box plot is one of the graphs that we will be evaluating. Remember, box plots, dot plots, and histograms. We will be analyzing the data in all of them, or using all of them, and sometimes comparing them to one another. So we want to make sure we get this concept there. Can I move the slide? And remember, you can always take a screenshot. So in order to screenshot, you will hold down Control, and then you will hit the, you will hit the button over the number 6. It looks like a rectangle with 2 lines. So if you hit Control and hit that button, you can take a screenshot also. So we ready to move?
Hicks, why on my computer every time I try to join your class it keep on going to English class?
I don't know. I don't know, because mine ends in 116. I don't know what Miss Christina's ends in.
Yeah, I don't know. I just turned my computer off and started it over.
Oh, wow. That's deep. Okay, well, thank you for coming back, darling. All right, so we ready to move? Okay. So now, in the pre-assessment, is there any, what I did box plots because I thought that would be the one topic that most people probably didn't remember, because it's not a graph that you use all the time. It's not like a line graph or a bar graph, because you use them all the time. A pie graph, but a box and whiskers or a box plot, you don't use that often. So that was one of the things that I felt needed to be reviewed from the pre-assessment. Is there anything else that you would like to see before we actually study it? Was there a problem that you tried and you just want to see what was the answer? And if you can't think of one now, that's okay. You sure? Okay. Well, we can always, we can always come back to the pre-assessment. Okay? Because now we have, okay. So notes. Statistical versus non-statistical questions. A statistical question can be answered with data that varies. So, how long does it take to get to school? Well, that depends on who I'm talking to. Some of you can walk, so you may say 3 minutes. I drive, so it takes me a half hour. Somebody else on the train, it may take them 25 minutes. So that would be a statistical question, because the answers are going to vary. There is not a one and only one answer to that question. Okay? So another statistical question. What is a favorite snack food for teens? Once again, depends who I'm talking to. You know, some people like potato chips, some people like pretzels, some people like popcorn, some people like tasty cakes. Okay? And the same with what is your favorite color? Mine is green, somebody's is black, somebody's is purple, somebody's is blue. Okay, so those are all statistical questions because they can be answered with data that will vary. There is not one. Okay, so if the question is statistical, then you can further describe it by saying it is either categorical or numerical. A categorical statistical question or a statistical question with categorical answers can be non-numerical values. So again, all of our questions were, well, our second and third questions would have been categorical. Okay, so again, the names of colors, food, section of the city. Okay, we can then categorize or group ourselves according to the response. Or the statistical, it can be a statistical question with numerical results. And every value in the set is a number. So the time you woke up, again, somebody woke up at 8 o'clock. Somebody woke up at 8:45. Somebody woke up at 9 o'clock. Okay. Somebody just woke up at 10:15. Okay. But again, every value is a number, but it still varies.
Excuse me, Miss Hicks.
Yes, darling.
What this lesson is about?
It's about, we have to categorize questions, right? So some questions are statistical, and statistical questions can be answered with data that varies. So everybody can answer the question, but everybody's going to have a different answer.
Okay, I understand.
Okay, that makes it statistical. But if it's a statistical question, the answers can either be categorical, which are non-numerical values, or they can be numerical. So again, if it's a statistical question, how long does it take to get to school? That would be a statistical question with numerical answers because we are talking about time. So somebody, it takes 5 minutes. Somebody, it takes 20 minutes. Somebody, it takes 35 minutes. Somebody, it takes an hour. Okay? So that one would be a statistical question with numerical answers. However, that second question, what is a favorite snack for teens? It is a statistical question, but it has categorical answers because the answers to that could be tasty cakes, potato chips, pretzels, popcorn, hot chips will still come under chips. Cheese curls. Okay. So again, statistical question because the answers will vary, but it has categorical answers. Once we get those answers, we can now start grouping people. Make sense? So again, add this to your notes and put it in terms that you will understand once you go back and look at it. Because again, our first cool down, which we are going to look at, addresses this. So now, if a statistical question can be answered with data that varies, what do you think a non-statistical question would be? The answers that are what? Where the data?
That stays the same?
Absolutely. You better talk, Faye. Yep. So a non-statistical question is every answer should be the same. It is constant. Where do you go to school? Yes, Philly. That's everybody's answer. Who is your math teacher? Oh, what is your math teacher's name? Miss Hickson. That's everybody's answer. And what was today's high temperature in Philadelphia? So we made it specific to just Philly. The answer is going to be what it's going to be. There is no varying. Regardless of who you ask, the answer will be the same for these three questions. And that makes them non-statistical. Everybody's going to have the same answer to where you go to school. Everybody's going to have the same answer on what is your math teacher's name. Everybody's going to have the same answer on what was today's high temperature in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Because if I would have just said Philadelphia, you know it's a Philadelphia, Mississippi. So a non-statistical, if the question is non-statistical, every answer is going to be the same. There will be no varying. The answer is constant. Okay? For most of us, the question, where do you live, is non-statistical. We all live in Philly. Now, again, I see it for most, because I know some people sneak in from Darby and otherwise. But for the most part, we would say that the question, which city do you live in, is a non-statistical question, because everybody should say Philadelphia. Okay? Oh, so your assignment, good people, on the Summit platform, I want you to complete under the topic categorizing questions, cool down 1. It is due by Friday. You know that you will not have me on Friday. You will only have me today. But it is due on Friday, which means that I will start checking the cool downs on Saturday. So when we meet next Monday, you will have some response. Green means that you are on point and you are ready to continue to move on. Yellow means you got the gist of what's going on, but you need to go back and check it. And if you get a yellow, for those of you who've never had me before, if you get a yellow, I have written comments about your responses on the cool down. So go back and look at the cool down and respond to my questions. Because I may say, I may highlight an answer where you may have said it was categorical. The word just lost my mind. It was statistical. You say with a numerical answer, it should be categorical. I will highlight it and I might write, can you count this? Okay. Ooh. So green means keep moving. You are on point. Yellow means you're getting it, but you're not quite. I can't hear her. Red means you need to review this whole thing, or you haven't done it yet. Okay. So your first cool down is going to be due by Friday. Again, means I'm going to start looking at it on Saturday, and looking forward, we are going to do the exercise set next week. Okay. So again, today is the only day that I will see you as a class. I thank you all for coming. I want you all to have a great Thanksgiving break. It's not working. If you are getting together with your family, I ask you all to be very safe. And if you are just staying with your nuclear family, that's always fun. So let me
so
let
our
me
last
call
day
roll
of
real
school.
quick. Let me call roll real quick because
Okay.
some of you have another class. I have Rajay, Taquil, Sierra, Tassim, Rashan, Fayana, Shamir, Amir, Ahmad, and Salima. Did I miss somebody? Because I know some people.
Yes, a mirror.
Oh, I'm sorry, Boston. You know you popped in. All right, hey Shanice.
Alright, close.
All right. If let me see, I can.
Why get off the big screen?
I'm gonna try to get off of this, and I'm gonna go to what our summit thing looks like.
Excuse me, Miss Hickson.
What you say, my love? You leaving?
It's our last day of school. We have school Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We don't have school.
Exactly. And Wednesday, you just gonna have morning. So you're only gonna have your mentor group. You will not have the afternoon classes, no electives or anything that happens in the afternoon. Wednesday is 9 to 12. Yep.
Still available though, right?
Yeah. Just shoot me a text. All right, so this is the cool down. If you still have your screen up, the cool down asks you to categorize those 4 questions. Yes, babe. I'm having lab. So come this afternoon.
Can I leave? I gotta leave real quick.
Yeah. Everybody, go ahead, you all. I will.
Oh, hey,
I will send you an announcement for the lab. So anytime.
Hicks.
What love?
You got school the rest of the week?
No, babe. You got school today, tomorrow, and a half day Wednesday. You do not have school at all on Thursday or Friday.
All right. And then when we come back,
I'm having lab this afternoon. So I'm going to send you all
what we need to be doing.
My lab link. You need to be doing cool down 1, Faye.
Okay.
All right. But this afternoon, I'm going to invite you all to lab. Anybody who has questions, something's unclear, come holler at your girl.
You said that.
I ain't gonna lie, the females in this joint, y'all so pretty. Y'all so pretty.
Here we go. Boy, get off my Zoom.
All right, Hicks, I love you. All right, you said.
I love you too. See you, babies.
Yeah. Let me get out of here.